Super Bowl 59 halftime show. Kendrick Lamar takes over. Teases, "Not Like Us," and trolls Drake with Serena Williams. The Super Bowl 59 halftime show was unlike any other. And it was Kendrick Lamar who stole the spotlight with a bold, fiery, and unforgettable performance. From the start to the finish, Lamar made it clear that this would be a show full of surprises, playful jabs, and unforgettable moments that had the entire stadium, and millions watching at home, on their feet. Kicking off his performance with Samuel L. Jackson delivering the introduction, Lamar wasted no time diving into his greatest hits. The Caesars Superdome in New Orleans was lit up with the explosive energy of his iconic tracks like Squabble Up, Humble, and DNA. Lamar's stage presence was electrifying, and the audience could feel the intensity building. But it was during his performance of Not Like Us that things got especially interesting. The Drake reference and Not Like Us tease. For those who had been following Lamar's very public feud with Drake, this was a moment of pure drama. Not Like Us had been the subject of plenty of speculation leading up to the performance. Given the ongoing tensions between Lamar and Drake, many were waiting to see if Kendrick would bring out the track. And he didn't disappoint. Lamar teased the song but stopped short of fully committing to it, hinting at the lawsuit that many speculated Drake might file against him. He played a brief snippet, with a sly nod to the ongoing beef that has been dominating headlines for years. Lamar, ever the showman, wore a minor chain throughout the performance, a symbolic touch that seemed to serve as another jab at Drake, given their past exchanges. But Kendrick wasn't done yet. After the brief reference, Lamar's grin widened, and it became clear he was playing with the audience. He then brought out SZA, his Grammy-winning collaborator, for a performance of their hit song, All the Stars, sending the crowd into a frenzy. The grand finale, Serena Williams' surprise appearance. In what was arguably the most iconic moment of the show, Kendrick Lamar closed out his performance with a surprise twist. Serena Williams, the tennis superstar and fellow Compton native, was revealed as one of his backup dancers. The crowd erupted as Williams, effortlessly showcasing her athletic grace, joined Lamar on stage to bring a unique and powerful touch to the performance. It was a moment that perfectly represented both Lamar's roots and the unity of two incredibly talented figures from the same hometown, making the show feel even more monumental. As Lamar dropped Drake's name with a playful grin, it was clear that he had successfully trolled his rival in front of the entire world, all while delivering an unforgettable, boundary-pushing performance. Kendrick Lamar's halftime show, a masterclass in performance. From his seamless mix of old hits and new bangers to the cheeky jabs at Drake, Kendrick Lamar delivered one of the most memorable halftime performances in Super Bowl history. His ability to blend energy, symbolism, and pure talent made it clear that Lamar is not just a rapper, but a master performer. And as for Drake, it's safe to say he likely wasn't thrilled with Lamar's sly jabs and playful references. But that's what makes Kendrick Lamar such a unique figure in the hip-hop world. He can turn a Super Bowl halftime performance into a personal statement, showcasing his undeniable artistry while still throwing shade at his biggest rivals. The energy, the suspense, and the sheer brilliance of the show had fans talking long after the final whistle of Super Bowl 59. It was a performance for the ages. And Lamar's Not Like Us tease, coupled with his collaboration with Serena Williams, left fans buzzing, ensuring that Super Bowl 59's halftime show would be remembered as one of the most unforgettable in NFL history. Super Bowl MVP Jalen Hurts shines in Eagles' dominant win over Chiefs. In one of the most defining performances of his career, Jalen Hurts cemented his legacy as one of the NFL's premier quarterbacks, earning the Super Bowl LIX MVP after leading the Philadelphia Eagles to a resounding 40-22 victory over the Kansas City Chiefs. Hurts threw for 221 yards, ran for 72 yards, and accounted for 3 total touchdowns in what was an absolutely masterful performance. The win gave the Eagles their second Super Bowl title in franchise history and served as redemption for Hurts, who had fallen short in his first Super Bowl appearance 2 years ago. Hurts' record-breaking performance, Hurts' 72 rushing yards, broke his own Super Bowl rushing record, set just 2 years earlier in Super Bowl 57. His rushing touchdown also marked his 4th career Super Bowl rushing score, moving him to just one behind the legendary Emmitt Smith for the most in Super Bowl history. Yet, it was his arm that truly sealed the game. Hurts unleashed a 46-yard bomb to his college teammate Devonta Smith, giving the Eagles a commanding 34-0 lead, which effectively sealed the game and crushed any hopes of a Chiefs comeback. His performance in Super Bowl LIX was a culmination of a career marked by doubt and growth. Hurts, once an afterthought in NFL circles, finally had his moment on the biggest stage. After a 17 of 21 passing performance, including 2 touchdown passes and 1 interception, Hurts demonstrated just how much he had evolved since entering the league. A long journey to the top. Jalen Hurts' journey to Super Bowl glory has been anything but conventional. Despite his early success at Alabama, where he led the team to an undefeated regular season and won SEC Offensive Player of the Year, Hurts faced adversity when Tua Tagovailoa took over as the starting quarterback in the national championship game. Although Hurts was benched during that game, his resilience and leadership remained unshaken. He later transferred to Oklahoma, where he put together one of the most impressive college seasons of his career, finishing as a Heisman Trophy finalist behind Joe Burrow. Despite his impressive college resume, NFL teams still had questions about Hurts' arm strength and passing ability, which led to him being selected 53rd overall in the 2020 NFL Draft by the Eagles. But Hurts quickly proved his doubters wrong, earning the starting job in his rookie year and steadily improving each season. Under the guidance of head coach Nick Sirianni, Hurts has blossomed into a multifaceted leader, capable of beating defenses with both his legs and arm. By the time the 2024 season came around, Hurts was playing at an MVP level. He guided the Eagles to a 15-1 record over the final 16 games of the regular season and led the team to the best overall record in the NFL. But it was in Super Bowl LIX where he truly arrived as one of the elite quarterbacks in the game. His ability to perform under pressure and his relentless drive to prove himself were on full display throughout the game. Redemption and legacy. This victory was especially sweet for Hurts, as it served as redemption after his heartbreaking loss in Super Bowl 57. Hurts' performance in that game was memorable, but a few key mistakes and a late-game collapse led to the Chiefs claiming the title. In Super Bowl LIX, however, Hurts was nearly flawless. His poise, decision-making, and clutch plays in critical moments not only secured the win but also proved that he is now firmly in the conversation with the best quarterbacks in the league. In a season filled with high expectations, Hurts finally delivered on the promise he showed throughout his career. From overcoming early doubts about his passing accuracy to leading his team to a Super Bowl championship, Jalen Hurts has proven that he is much more than just a dual-threat quarterback. He is a leader, a playmaker, and now, a Super Bowl MVP. The MVP moment. The moment that truly encapsulated Hurts' performance was his touchdown pass to Devonta Smith late in the third quarter. Hurts stood tall in the pocket, buying time as Smith streaked down the field. With perfect accuracy, Hurts launched the ball into Smith's hands, allowing him to make a sensational catch and run into the end zone. The play not only gave the Eagles a commanding lead but also illustrated how far Hurts had come as a passer, solidifying his status as a true franchise quarterback. Love, Hurts, the Jordan Brand moment. In a nod to his journey and success, Jordan Brand was ready with a commercial featuring Hurts immediately after the game, showcasing the tagline, "Love, Hurts," a fitting tribute to both his name and his unwavering determination. It was clear that Hurts was no longer a question mark. He was now the face of the NFL, a Super Bowl MVP, and a champion. Conclusion. Jalen Hurts' performance in Super Bowl LIX was more than just a statistical display. It was the culmination of years of hard work, growth, and resilience. From his rocky college career to being doubted by NFL scouts, Hurts has defied expectations at every level. Now, with a Super Bowl MVP trophy in hand, Hurts has fully embraced his status as one of the game's elite quarterbacks. And for the Philadelphia Eagles, the future has never looked brighter with their franchise star leading the way.